Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time we're reviewing on the 1950 Disney film Cinderella. Now, as you know, the 1950 film Cinderella is meant to be a fantasy animated musical film that was produced by Walt Disney and meant to be based on the fairy tale story of the same name, and meant to be the 12th film in the Disney film series. Now, I think we all have basically read Cinderella or basically know the story from primary schools, kindergartens, or basically from home by our parents during bedtime. And the story is meant to feature the same premise like Cinderella. We see basically how Cinderella is treated like a slave by her cruel stepmom and her two daughters, who are meant to be Anastasia and Drizella. Now, Anastasia and Drizella are basically meant to be two of a kind, like they're both selfish, inconsiderate, arrogant, lazy, and so on. And we kind of see how Cinderella manages to pull through despite having a hard life. And we kind of see how there's this big invitation to the ball, and we kind of see how Cinderella's stepmom manipulates Cinderella into doing all her chores before she goes. And it's kind of clear she's using it as a way to kind of get Cinderella out of the picture. So we kind of see how the mice play a helping hand. But, of course, one thing leads to another that prevents Cinderella from going. And we kind of see how Cinderella's godmother plays the key role in helping Cinderella out. And you know the rest of the story. I would say the film itself does feel like a major rehash of the story. I feel like there is a lot the film could have been had it been given more time, like giving us a kind of glimpse of more with Cinderella's father, giving it kind of more time to get to know the prince, and also as well more time to sort of get us to sort of properly know Cinderella. We do, but it feels like I want to know her a bit more better. And I know with the live action remake, you actually did had more time to get to know Cinderella. You had more time to sort of, know about her childhood, more time to sort of call out on her stepmom for her cruel and selfish behaviour, which is a realistic thing that I think we've all been through when we called someone out on their behaviour. And I also know there were two other animated direct-to-video sequels, one of which was meant to be Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True, that was released in 2002, and Cinderella 3 A Twist in Time, released in 2007. So you could tell they were still trying to keep the whole Cinderella thing alive. And I feel when you kind of got the two mice, Chuck and Gus, you can tell they're more like the Laurel and Hardy characters. Like, one's meant to be the brains, one's meant to be the dumb, bumbling, overweight one. And I think they do work perfectly fine. I feel when you kind of got Lucifer, I kind of like how Cinderella tries to find one good thing about him, but just can't. It's like when someone asks you to say, name me one good thing that a person's done for you or so, and you can't find that reason, which I think does work. And again, I feel while the film isn't perfect, you can kind of tell Walt Disney had to probably did what he could, had to kind of stick it to the true storybook. But I think the point of having a character meet someone at a party or somewhere is for them to get to know each other. I feel like when they do get married off, when they just met, you don't really have them thinking if it's going to work for them, which I think sort of works, but I can understand this is Disney. but in my opinion, the 1950 Cinderella film is a hit and miss, but it's still enjoyable. So, in my opinion, it deserves a thumbs up. It's still good, still alright, and still fine by the end of it. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.